Good morning, friends. This is Greg. Welcome to Buckeye Freight Railing down here in Carlisle, Ohio today. It's in the afternoon. Got a late start, but had some things had to take care of. So let's see what we can get down here today. There's a Norfolk Southern track there and CSX over there. So sit back and relax and I'll see if I can get you some trains. Thanks, guys. And just like that, we got a Norfolk Southern train coming. Well, it wasn't all that long, but I would say 171. Never heard him call. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Okay, got I-141 coming down North Baltimore, Ohio to Jacksonville, Florida. 552 axles coming at you. He was pretty long for I-141. All right, guys, like I said, he's going to Jacksonville, Florida. Thanks for watching. All right, still in Carlisle, moved to a different spot here. We got M265 coming down. See, the gates are going down there. He'll be coming from that direction. And he's coming at you. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's taking the siding in Carlisle. About a mile south of here. Seems to be getting slower and slower. Hopefully he does. That means there's a northbound coming. And there's the end of it. Canadian National Water Ride. All right, it's M265 and he is empty. I'll be going to Louisville to get more. All right, guys, I'm going to ride down there and see if he's taking the siding. Thanks for watching. We got a locomotive coming up here on the siding. The train before that stopped on the main, and he come up the siding because I think he's going to take this DUPS line right here and pick up these intermodals. Looks like 3 cars of double stacked intermodals, but there's a derail right there, so he can't get through that. He's going to have to wait till somebody comes to take that off. And he stopped. So he's waiting on a CSX employee to take that derail off. All right, guys. All right, he used his own crew to take that off. Got the derail off now. All right, I'll come back when he backs up. All right, he's backing him out now. He didn't pick him up. He didn't pick up those intermodals. I don't know what he's doing now. All right, beats me. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, gate's going down. Got a CSX coming north. Sounds like he's moving right along. M558 going to Willard, Ohio out of Cincinnati. There she blows. There she goes. All right, let's see if anything else is coming. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, fellas, got M561 coming down Selkirk, New York to Cincinnati. This will be my last train because I got to get to my granddaughter's softball game. Looks like he's got some steel coils on the front, and he is coming at you. Boy, this wind has picked up. Woo! was a good train. Wisconsin Central on there, steel coils. Nice. All right, guys, my clock has ran out. I will see you tomorrow. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. It's free. Helps me out. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you all.